been very tired lately from training, and specifically from yesterday's workout. Like yesterday, if you watched, I did 10 300-meter repeats, and that was all done at about 95 to 99% of my max, and finished out that run to be 7 miles. So with that, I just pushed it. So by the 10th rep, or the 10th effort, I nearly threw up. And I actually have done this before in the past, where I've run so hard that I developed like severe stomach problems for the rest of the night. So I didn't throw up, but my stomach was wrecked for the whole rest of the evening. I basically like spent the whole rest of the night just drinking water, and after a few hours after the workout, which ended up being around like 9:30 p.m., I was finally able to stomach something, and then quickly flush out with more water. Don't really know the cause of this, don't really know what to do to fix it. It's just something that has happened to me in my last training, and still happens to me on days where I put out like a significant effort or a significant amount of time in that top end max heart rate area. So luckily not dealing with any of that today, but just something to keep an eye on, and one of those things that is part of the sport where you really just need to keep an eye on how your body's feeling and the little things that might be affecting it, and those things can stack up over the course of, say, a few days. So what I'm thinking might have been the cause of the specific pain from yesterday is, I had a pizza night with my girlfriend the night before, where I ate probably way too much pizza. And I also had a buffalo chicken wrap that same day in the morning, so something pretty spicy. So between the acidity and quantity of pizza and the acidity of the buffalo chicken wrap, and then before the run yesterday, I had a chicken and a lamb gyro, which, relatively healthy, right? It's just Greek food with tzatziki sauce, chicken, somewhat lean, lamb, not super lean, but the way they cook it is pretty good. Could be considered a little oily, and I think that oiliness and whatever else just mixed in my stomach wrong, causing this acidic response. And this is something for you to look out for. Like, I'm digging into like the heavy detail on what's going on in my training and my body, but it's something that you might face something similar but very different. Like, there might be the equivalent of this for you in your training, and like it's a real scientific process to try to figure out what the issue is, because and it's gonna take some time to really develop a solid understanding of what it could be. My takeaway is I gotta eat a little bit cleaner on the days leading into and the day of a hard effort like this. But even like looking at the signs before the workout, like my performance condition according to my watch before yesterday's workout was -4. For some reason, my watch said that I was highly rested or highly recovered from my previous efforts, but despite that, the training suggestion for the day was rest. And I'd been noticing I had some weird stomach things going on yesterday throughout the day. So if I was paying attention, I could have maybe stacked the cards in my favor rather than eating the way I did and clearly going against my favor as far as stacking the cards. Now, total cause TBD. I won't know that for a little while. or if I ever know that, I think I'd probably just have to go to a gastroenterologist or whatever they're called, and have an examination to see if maybe my stomach lining is a little weak, and maybe this type of high intensity induced gastrointestinal issues could be something. I used to think it was because of all the carb supplements that I had to be taking as a result of heavy Ironman training. I'm not on those right now. I just take some electrolytes right now, so I think that rules that out as a primary cause, and that could just have been coincidental. Lots of stuff to think through and work through, but this is really the behind-the-scenes process of dissecting your routines, dissecting your trainings, dissecting your nutrition, and seeing what works for you in your training, what doesn't work for you in your training, and trying to scientifically or systematically identify the things that might be hindering you, or even the opposite, the things that are giving you the most bang for your buck, so you're not doing too many things. So that turned into quite a good discussion. I think I'll put this part of the video first and then bring my intro back where I talk about how I'm moving. So if I could do a little switch there on the video, then that would be great. But that's what's going on with me. I will check back in tomorrow. I hope you enjoyed this video. Night. What's up, YouTube? Happy rest day. Today, since it's a rest day, I'm actually making good use of my time. I am packing up my apartment, as you can see here, and I am getting ready to move. It's been a bit of a crazy week, or it's going to be even crazier of a week, because I have to move out of here this week, and then I have a wedding this weekend, and not much time to do anything. It's just the way the weekend falls with the week. It's just a lot to coordinate over the next few days while also working full time. So making the most of this rest day. Now this goes contrary to what I would normally want to do on a rest day. On rest days I tend to be extremely minimal with my movement, my activity, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. Now I'm realizing as I'm packing up that most of my stuff is either exercise equipment or books. So the books are very heavy. The exercise equipment is not too heavy. I have a few pretty heavy kettlebells, but otherwise it's gonna be a pretty easy move. I'm not too worried about it. I'm even considering throwing out a lot of what I own that I don't necessarily need anymore, or maybe just things that it would be nice to upgrade, or not even upgrade, but just get a new set. I have so many, I have this whole dish and plate set and bowl set, whatever, and I've had it for maybe the better part of 8 years now, and I have zero emotional attachment to any of it. I'm considering just dumping most of it and getting a $50 set from Target, just start fresh, start from scratch with a nice new set. So that's what I'm considering. Should be tonight. For that reason, I'm not gonna keep this video terribly long. Again, not that a ton of you watch the whole thing anyway, but this is just what's going on in my life right now.